So hello and welcome back everybody. I finally bought one of these open air computer case ATX test rig things. I do think I made a mistake though. That is not like a full size ATX power supply that goes there. That's like a micro ATX, and it's honestly not a deal breaker for me because I wasn't really intent on mounting the power supply on there anyway, or give me an excuse to buy a micro ATX power supply. Like I said, it's not a deal breaker. Um, the real reason I'm making this video is because when I was looking at the user reviews on Amazon, there were a lot of people that had issues with the instructions, and I didn't. So basically, the only thing I used the instructions for was the pictures right here, just to see what screws where. Um, like there's 4 screws on the back, 5 screws. I missed one. My bad. And then there's these corners here. So there's 4 screws there, and there's one on the other side as well. And those are all like the hex head screws. That's what goes there. The majority of the screws here, you can see I got them all sorted out on the floor. Like here's the little standoffs that the motherboard screws into. These plastics I'm probably not going to use. These are hard drive screws, and then these are like the motherboard screws. And then I'm just going to call these the K screws, the ones with the hex heads. Use the hex heads. So, yeah, there was a lot of negative reviews about that. They were like, oh, the instructions didn't make sense or whatever, and plain as day. It doesn't have those hard drive screws, those 4 hard drive screws. It doesn't reference those, but, there's really nothing to it. It's actually, like, really pretty simple. Now, one of the things that people were particularly critiquing was the stability of this thing. And once you screw the motherboard in, I don't know, it seems pretty rigid to me. But I guess you should exercise caution because, like, if you flex this thing too much, you could probably snap your motherboard in half or something. I don't know. But, so this is, like, what it looks like from the back side, and it does have places that you can screw the expansion cards in, or I guess if you wanted to put blanks in, I suppose you could do that. See, I don't know if this fits. This might not fit. Let's try one of these. These like motherboard ones. They probably just need to be tightened down. But anyway, this motherboard right here it's intriguing to me because I found it in my big box of computer parts, and I don't know where it came from. I don't remember buying it. I don't remember anybody giving it to me, but from what I know, it's a gigabyte board. You can read that number, GA6VX7-4X. It's on the RetroWeb. Apparently, the chipset is a VIA Apollo 133, so I would venture this supports ATA 133. And yeah, that one's kind of broken. That one got broken. What I think is kind of crazy is it's got one of those AGP lock things on it. Because, like, what I saw, this was released in March of 2000, so this is kind of old school. Someone broke that off in there. And one of these is one of these things, yeah, that one right there. You can't see it. It's like kind of camouflage, but that's exposed pins right there. If I can't get my 8-bit SE6 to work, I'm probably going to rob one of these things off of that. So, yeah, the 8-bit SE6 project, it appears that the flash BIOS on that is probably bad. This one has a similar chip. It's soldered on, though. It's not socketed like the 8-bit board. But, yeah, the 8-bit board, I tried reprogramming this. It programs, but then when it goes to verify it, it errors out. So I'm assuming that chip is bad, and because it's the holiday season, all the shipments, they're really late. But anyway, yeah, now that I got something to like just run motherboards on, because all of my cases are like kind of allocated, I would like to give this thing a whirl. I gotta find an AGP card. I'm sure I have like an extra one laying around someplace. So, as to this motherboard, it looks like, well, the capacitors are pretty healthy. Because this was, this may have been either at the very beginning or just before the bad caps era. I don't know. But that's it. I just wanted to talk about this this open air case thing. Dispel some rumors and stuff. It seems pretty solid, in my opinion. So I am signing off. The next part will be the 8-bit SE6. We'll see if I can resurrect it.